moment. Let's actually just pause this music and see you soon, guys. Good news, guys. It was actually the ZVZ that was a walkover. So we're going to have the ZVP between Faust and Indi. I've just finished setting up the overlay for that, so that's pretty cool. Glad we won't end on a ZVZ, because ZVZs are also very, very quick. So we've seen a few quick games today. Let's see how this one goes. Let's introduce the players once again and just get everything ready. Here we go, let's move on over to the overlay. We're going to have a look, we're going to have Faust. This is, once again, his debut match. Faust, a very strong North American Zerg player. Maybe not quite as strong as Tai2. He does actually not rate his play as high as Tai2's, but you know what, Faust is very good in his own right, and he should feel better. And Indi is going to be playing for aSh. Indi will need to have his work cut out for him. If he does want to take this to the ace match, he is going to have to win this game. They're going to have to win the walkover, and they're going to have to win the ace match as well. So this could be a very, very important game for Indi here. Can he beat Faust? CVP is arguably not Faust's strong point. It's certainly not his weakest matchup. I think he dislikes CVC the most, but I'm not entirely sure. I know Faust has done a lot of practicing for this, so Indi is going to have his work cut out for him. And the map we are going to be moving on to is Judgment Day. ZVP showing in favour so far of the Zergs in the tournament. We've had a lot of really good games on this, I did say this before, but quite looking forward to see how this is going to go, what exactly we're going to see, and how the builds are going to interact with each other. So let's not waste any more time, and let us go into the third replay. Okay, let's actually just switch over to the game, and let's get going. And here we go, starting us off in the top right-hand corner of Judgment Day. Although apparently the thing says New Empire of the Sun for some reason. Oh, it's... wait. That hasn't reloaded, that's why. Man. There we go. My overlay can be such a pain. But it's going to be Faust. He is in the top right as the Teal Zerg in the 2 o'clock position. And his opponent down here in the 7 o'clock position is going to be Indi, the purple Protoss, playing for aSh. Looks like Faust's gonna send his Overlord towards the other main, not towards the other natural. It does get to the other main a little bit quicker, and of course it is ZVP, so there's no real threat of the Overlord going down super quickly to a Marine if you send it that direction. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We have Indi gonna scout off the back of his probe, so we're likely gonna see a Forge Fast expand here. And fairly normal from both players right now. Are we going to see a 9 pull? Or are we going to see a 12 hatch? Looks like it's going to be a 9 pull from Faust. Wait a minute. That's an evolution chamber. What is Faust doing? That's an evolution chamber. Is this going to be a very, very quick +1 carapace all in or something? I have no idea what this build is. You know what? I have absolutely no idea where this is going to go from here. Is Indi going to scout this? And if he does, what is he going to scout? Oh my god. he built the Eva by accident. Oh no. Oh man. That is so funny. I cannot believe that just happened. But you know what? Faust is going to be the best of the situation. He's going to add a spawning pool on. and he is going to make it look like a +1 carapace all in. I don't know what to say, but Faust has just realised his mistake. A little bit of a misclick there on his keys. We do actually have a Forge Fast Expand coming up for Indi. But Indy's going to know he doesn't need any cannons the second he actually sees this. Probe trying to micro down the drone, but Faust drone micro pretty good. Is going to force the drone back. For some reason, Faust does want to get the front base first. But Indy still hasn't actually scouted into the main. Oh, yes, he has. So he does know he can skip the cannon for now. And the thing is, Faust is going to see this as well, is the drone. I think the drone could actually cancel the cannon if he really wanted to. But it looks like he's not going to. He's going to scout into the main. Going to check for any gateways. Going to check for anything hidden as well. Is he going to... Wait, he's not going to proxy hatch, is he? Oh my god, Faust. No way are you doing this. That is a spawning pool into a proxy hatchery. And the probe saw the drone. Like... Indi is just gonna scout this. Faust, what are you doing? This is either the most clever hatchery cancel I have ever seen, or it's the coolest all-in I've ever seen. I have no idea what to look at. You know what? Faust is always known for his good games, and this is certainly one of them. More probes have been pulled off the line. That is less mining. There is only 2 cannons at the front. Speed should be done fairly shortly as well. Let's actually just have a look. It's about halfway done. But this hatchery is gonna finish if Faust does not cancel it. Is he gonna cancel it though? I just don't know. There's no gateway up yet. There's gonna be no zealots. There is gonna not... Well, there's not gonna be +1 on the way. Faust has pulled out of gas. He's gonna be making sure once he's got link speed, he can go build his hatcheries. Actually gonna opt to take this front base instead of the back one. But is he gonna cancel this hatchery? That is the most important question for me. I don't know what he's gonna do. We have an Overlord moving in, scouting out to see if there's any buildings or anything there he can kill. Cancel at the last second. That's 4 guys worth of minerals from mining, and that's actually gonna supply block Faust. Oh man, he went for the gas steal but doesn't get it. Not really sure what he was planning to attempt with the gas steal there, but really nice moves by Faust so far. Gonna add his third hatchery at his natural gas. It is a full gas, this is the proper natural. Of course, that is where we do see Indi has taken his base, but he is going to take the second gas. And Faust is just being very annoying with this drone, just keeping Indi attention away from the front. Possibly going to look to break through this wall. I do not think this is link tight. I guess we're about to find out. Maybe it is. Oh man, Faust. Faust going in for the attack now, speed finish, but it's not going to be good enough. And it looks like we've been actually I just saw the clip name. It looks like we're about to transfer into a more of a macro game here. Going up to 4 hatches is Faust here. He will have his Evo chamber, so if he does choose to get gas, he can get a very early upgrade. Whether or not he's going to go for carapace or attack, he may as well do something with that evolution chamber. He's not died because of it, and he actually got a little bit of an advantage somewhat. Of course, the Protoss did expand a lot quicker than he did. Not really too much he can do about that. But it's going to be a macro game off the back of this very odd situation. Looks like he actually got the probe in his main. There's a lot of lings. But he's not going to be able to bust the front with these, so he is going to have to look to drone up, and that is exactly what he's going to do. I know a lot of people say Zerg need workers super early. If they build a lot of units, they're really far behind. But Faust can build workers a lot quicker than Indi can, so eventually Faust will actually get an advantage. He's blocked this second gas from going up. The extractor finishing, giving it a little bit of creep as well. You can't really do too much with that creep, but still pretty cool to see. And pulling more probes off of mining to actually kill this, not using a zealot or anything. He's too worried about pulling the zealots away from his wall at the moment to actually do anything. So that is lost mining time. We're going to have a creep colony coming up at the front for Faust. 4 hatches are now finished. We're going to have +1 carapace is going to be the upgrade of choice here, and we do have the Stargate coming up as well. Looks like Indi doesn't want to get caught out again by anything crazy. Actually going to build a pylon there just to make sure he's not going to die to anything really stupid. But really nicely done. Second gas coming up by Indi. One thing I can say for Indi this game is he scouted it incredibly well. Going to send out a zealot to his doom though. Oh, he's going to try and get it back to the wall. Does manage to save it. I don't know how he managed to get that away, but does actually keep that alive. Faust does look like he's just going to be droning up. Are we going to see a 973 here? Is he going to be adding a Hydralisk then? No. A 6th hatchery already off the back of just the spawning pool. There is no Hydralisk den in production. This is not going to be a Hydralisk all in, I don't believe. Looks like he's just going to mass lings. I have no idea. There's the Hydralisk den finally. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 hatcheries, sorry, not 6. I cannot count. I thought this was a hatchery in the main as well. But this is going to be a pretty cool game. Faust has stabilized. He's now nearly even in supply with Indi. Indi's forced to add cannons into his mineral lines, adding the Templar archives as well. Possibly going to see Corsair DT coming out from him. The overlords around his base are going to get sniped, so this is going to supply block Faust a little bit. Interestingly, choosing to leave the overlord in his base, knows that it cannot get away. Police are coming to my prison, they're going to drop off another inmate. But here we go, we are actually going to have a second evolution chamber. So you know what, the evo chamber isn't completely forfeit, it's actually going to be used to great effect as the game gets later on. But here we go, Lings are going to try and engage the Zealots. This is not going to be an engagement, the Lings are going to win. Faust does not look like he's using his Lings or microing them at all. And Faust is supply blocked right now. He's had to use a lot of lava on things that cannot shoot up and things that cannot attack ground. He has 3 Sunkens. Is this going to be enough to hold on though? This is a lot of Zealots on the way. Corsairs moving over to respond. They have now got speed as well. And this could be a very, very quick and powerful counterattack. This is the problem. When you have to drone up so much, as Faust did do, and you get supply blocked, you end up in a position where you can't really afford anything. He's actually droning up as he has Zealots outside of his base. This is the ultimate ballsy play here by Faust. He thinks he has enough units to hold on. We actually see 2 probes moving out as well. We could actually see... I was going to say we could see a double expansion, but that wouldn't really make too much sense. But here we go, looks like we do actually have the Zealots trying to chase around Zerglings. Zerglings do have speed as well, of course. And here we go, Zerglings may actually catch some of these Zealots out on their own. Can Faust move his units in time? He's going to go for this round, but no. Gives up, he wants to try and take this 3rd base. Interestingly, taking the 3rd base at the natural 3rd of that other main. And taking it at the natural 3rd where it's a lot closer. We actually saw a game between Care Bear and Goody where we saw a very similar base layout. They were actually close by ground, and it made it very hard for the Zerg to hold on. But Care Bear did eventually win out. It was a really, really fun, well thought out game, and it looks like all of the Lings are actually going to go down. These Corsairs, worth their weight in gold right now. They're building up slowly in numbers. Hasn't lost any, I don't believe. So really, really nicely done by him. No kills on these Hydralisks, unfortunately. Does manage to save his... Oh no, these 3 overlords in completely the wrong place. Faust is going to be supply blocked again. That's 300 minerals worth of overlords going to go down. He may even lose another 2 here. There's just not enough anti-air. So many Corsairs doing so much damage, but no. Pulls away at the last second. Does get 3 overlords for his trouble though. And it looks like we do actually have Indi going for a very, very sneaky thing with this probe. Whether or not he's going to build cannons here, I do not know, but we are about to find out. Looks like all of the units actually being pulled back by Indi right now. Just wants to make sure he doesn't die to a counterattack or anything like that. The hatchery down here did go down. Faust did not cancel it, as you can see from the creep in the thing here. And it looks like Faust is going to go and try and take another base. He's not going to go for another main this time. He's going to go for this back base. And looks like, nope, he's actually given up. He saw the probe, he's going to run away. I thought he burrowed or something, but didn't quite do that. Zealots are now activated. They're going to be moving back across the map. Going to do what he can do, but this is a lot of lurkers behind these Sunkens. It's going to be very hard for Faust to expand again, but it's also going to be very, very hard for him to be broken. Here's Faust in the chat now. He's back from, I think he said he was out in Philadelphia today. Maybe I got the name wrong, but here we go. He was somewhere in America, and it looks like he is going to push out on the map with his Lings and his Hydralisks. Do we actually have any upgrades? +1 Carapace, of course, done. No +1 attack. +1 attack for the melee units has been finished. He's actually not going for another attack upgrade here for some reason on his second evolution chamber. He's not really had the money though. He is down in supply. He's going to lose another Overlord here if he's not careful, and this could be quite dangerous. We do have the have that hatchery finally coming up, but here we go, the first major engagement of the game. The Lings actually moving out on their own. They do not have the support of the Lurkers. A nice storm going down on top of the Lurkers and the Hydralisk there. And Faust may just have about enough to push through. A lot of this supply is in Corsairs, which cannot shoot down. They do not have a fleet beacon. No disruption web is available. And Faust is going to be able to move across the map with his units here. They have set up a Lurker contain. He may certainly be able to cancel this fourth base. And this could be a very big engagement here. A nice storm doesn't really hit too much though. And there's a lot of Lurkers here. He's going to go for the Lurker surround. He's actually suiciding some of his Lurkers, not burrowing them, running them into cannons. But is this just too much from the Zerg player? It doesn't look like Indi's actually got that many units left. But the cannon's going to be helping so much in this engagement. Faust suiciding a lot of his units away. Bit unfortunate there for Faust. There's no reinforcements coming in, and these Corsairs actually going in, killing some more Overlords. This is so huge. Faust has actually lost a lot. Oh man. Wait, that oh man, sorry I missed that. That DT actually had 7 kills. Faust GG's, and Indi is going to take the series 2-1. You know what? The minimap is so hard to look at sometimes when you're trying to keep on touch of everything. But you know what? Really, really nicely played by Indi there. Does actually manage to pick Faust apart. Faust's weird evolution chamber all in. Faust's evolution chamber all in didn't quite work out. Looks like there was actually a drop with the shot. I completely missed that. A lot of games were actually teal versus green today. Sorry, teal versus purple. So kind of hard to see the difference on the minimap, and especially when there's a lot of unit overlords overhead. They do block everything. But you know what? What's my fault for missing that? But hopefully that is one of the only things I missed today. I know we had a couple of, well, we had one bugged replay at least. But this next game was in fact a walkover. I'm just actually going to report this game just so we can update the overlay and everything. And finally, I'm going to set it up for Hermu versus Mind Flayer. Now, unfortunately, that game was on, what was the fourth map? Sinchapungryung, but Mind Flayer did not turn up to play his game. So, in a walkover victory, Hermu does beat Mind Flayer and does give the win to Foreign Brood War All-Stars. So really, really nicely played by them in their debut match. Getting a 3-1 victory. I know one of the games was a walkover, but it's not too bad. Let's actually just bring it on over to the results screen just so we can see the results of today, of this match, of course. There was a previous series to this that all the VODs will go up on the YouTube or whatever. But Foreign Brood War showing a really strong showing, getting 2 very, very quick wins, and a pretty weird loss, but I think Faust may have been very tired when playing that game or something. But you know what? That isn't it for STPL. There is many, many more games coming up for you in the next week. Let's have a look at what they are and what day they're going to be casted. They're going to be played on Sunday. Some of the games have been played already. But as you can see, on Monday, we're going to have from Group A, DM Disturbed Minds versus Strength of Knowledge Bravo. And we're going to have Urk versus Naz. I'm not going to say either of their names because I can't. I can say one of them North American Squad because their real name is a little bit too offensive to put in the tournament. And I cannot say Urk's name. If I do, Arota will laugh at me. There's not really too much I can do. And there we go. We have Psystorm on Wednesday. We have Psystorm.eu versus Strength of Knowledge Alpha. That should be a very, very strong game. A very, very cool game even. Then on Wednesday as well, we also have Foreign Brood War All-Stars second game. They are going to be playing against Clan Revolution in a clash of Week 3. And then finally on Friday, we're going to be moving on to Net Wars versus Team Liquid Staff. And also on Friday from Group B, we're going to have our final match of the week. It's going to be Soul Gaming versus aSh. Really, really cool games coming up. A couple of teams do have a bye next week, of course. Judging by this, if I can remember the name of the teams that are in the tournament, which is often very hard for me to remember. I don't know why. I've seen the names so many times. I believe the teams that have walkover next week are going to be White from Group B, and who is the team from Group A that's missing? You know what, I'm going to check. It's going to be Red from Group A. That's the only other team that I completely forgot about, but that should be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed what you tuned in to watch today. I will be back again, as you can see, on Monday. I may do a ladder stream over the weekend, I'm not too sure, but I will be here, not on my stream, but on Sham2 stream on Sunday. In terms of other events in the Brood War community, do not think the Brood War is over for the weekend. The weekend is just beginning. Tomorrow on Zero stream, we will have the Bombastic Star League again. That's going to be back. I actually need to play my game for the Turbo League on that. I actually got in because no one else signed up. I didn't make the ladder cut off though. I didn't do well enough. But BSL will be tomorrow. And then on Sunday, you are going to have Havatnu with Sham2. That should be a lot of fun. Do tune in for that. I'll be helping him cast that one as I did last time. And I believe we should actually have tomorrow as well. I need to double check. I haven't seen the thread pop up. But there should be at some point soon the People Spawn Bang. Looks like it won't be this week. The time and date has been announced for a later period. There is a vote in the thread though. If you do want to vote to see what players you want to see, and oh yeah, and also Rota's Weird Map League is going to be on the playoffs, week 1. That is going to be on Sunday. Rota will update his thread on TL with the time of that when he's sure, but he usually casts around 1 PM CEST, I think. So I can't confirm that. He is in chat. He'll be able to tell you exactly when he's going to cast. Looks like he has actually posted in the thread. Let me just double check what he posted. It's going to be at 2 PM CEST. Wait, okay, no, it's not. He's not used the time format. It's going to be 1300 GMT plus 2, so it is going to be 2 PM CEST, I believe. Yeah, 2 PM CEST, because at the moment we're GMT plus 1 in the UK. So tune in at 2 PM CEST, and then of course do tune in to the STPL next week. I will be back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as you saw, at 8 PM CEST. No, 9 PM CEST. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the cast. Hope you enjoyed the tournament. Do use the Matrino link if you can. There's going to be another couple of interviews posted up in the STPL thread over the next couple of days. We've got Foreign Brood Wars captain interview finally. aSh should be sending me one as well. And then we should have the final one coming up, and a couple of the man of the match interviews too. So do look out for those in the thread, guys. And I will be back next week for some more STPL action. Have a good weekend, guys. Have a good end to your Friday, good beginning to your Saturday, wherever you are. And see you guys next time.